serious, y'all.
Oh, sorry.
Walk with me, and I'll talk with thee, and together we will build, because I have a right to write myself right. Walk with me, and I will talk with thee, and together we will build, because I have a right to write myself right. Let me speak to you. Let me reach deep in that place where fear was first planted, when you first thought monsters were in your closet and disappointment sprouted when you found out that Santa Claus wasn't real. Let me feed that starving part of your heart that once harvested trust in a God you believed in but couldn't see, but now you can't bring yourself to trust in this God who has the audacity to call himself your supreme being. Yeah, right there. That's where I'm headed. Fidget all you want, but don't wait to get comfortable, because I ain't just your average knick-knack, paddywhack type of a poet. I am a minister. And I should write all my poems in red ink so people will know who's really speaking. Best believe just because I don't call a prayer line when I'm finished spitting doesn't make this any less of a ministry. See, I know how it feels to have your faith rocked to its foundation, looking for answers to questions that you don't even know how to ask yet. When the task set before you seems so insurmountable, it's as though God sold you out just so Satan can make his monthly hell quota. I know what it feels like when love has made you public enemy number one. Cupid trading his arrows for shells, his quiver for a clip, and his bow for a 9mm Glock with the infrared sighting, and there's a little red dot on your heart. Tavis can relate, y'all, to having the most important person in your life taken, not just once, but on 4 separate occasions. A pastor, a father, a mother, and a fiance. I'm telling you, Azula, I've been there. Thoughts of suicide, reaching for a bottle instead of a Bible, looking for love in a strip club instead of a church, and not living, but settling for survival. You see, my mom never taught me to believe in Santa Claus. And singing old church songs in the dark kept the monsters in the closet away, but I did believe in love. And as a result, I believe the ghost in my heart's closet was that of love lost. So I sat in the lap of God and kissed him on the cheek, but it still felt like he was ignoring me, because he knows that the longer he gives us the silent treatment, the harder for his voice we have to seek. So I reached into his pocket looking for his wallet, because I figured my heart had to be in there somewhere. But all I found were 3 Tic Tacs, 64 billion sticky notes of unanswered prayers, and Santa Claus's expired identification card. So I flat out told him, God, I don't believe in love no more.
Oh.
Part of me wants to believe, but it's hard to believe when everything I've loved at some point, including you, has turned its back on me. For the first time, I saw God cry. Tears, not as rivers of water, but as stars light years apart, fell one by one because of God's broken heart. And at first, he didn't make a sound, so the silence of his grief was deafening. But when he did speak, 2 shots from a Mossberg couldn't have hit me any harder, because he said, son. Sarah, he called me son. That's borderline blasphemy. Because when you stop believing in love, that's when you stop believing in me. Walk with me, and I'll talk with thee. And together, we will build, because I have a right to write myself right. I miss my mother. Dear Mom, you once asked me what I wanted, and I want to go one day without crying. I want to plant seeds of decisions and not sprout apples of apprehension and oranges of origamic reasons, folding one over the other again and again until 1,000 beautiful mistakes resembling swans and flowers but not sound judgment. For once, I want love to stop by and just say, hey. And only if invited in will come bearing gifts, and upon departure leave empty-handed and everyone on good terms. I want my memories to remember me when they tie me up with a mental masochism. When I make mention, I'm not in the S&M, so my tears are not whips but seeds. And I want to be able to plant seeds of decisions and not sprout apples of apprehension and oranges of origami. I want to stop having to go through the same thing over and over again. I want my family and friends to tell me they believe in me, but with their backs turned, so I can't see what their eyes are really saying, and they can't see mine well with water because they know the truth. I want to go one day without crying. I want to write like Cole, dance like Esther, sing like Ella, act like Denzel, laugh like Hugh, make people laugh like Blues. I want to preach like Elder Grant and teach like Pastor Greg. I want to love like a 3-year-old, learn the arrogance of a cat and the loyalty of a golden retriever. I want to look at life and not get an attitude. Mama, I just want to make you happy. By the time you read this, I'll be dead. So now I can add your happiness to the list of things I won't accomplish because of this. And I know you think I'm going to hell for this, Mama, but don't worry, it's cool. I'm just being transferred. Sorrow has been sitting in my soul so long, it started to charge me rent, and I just don't have the emotional capital, so I'm going to move out before I'm evicted. And suicides go to hell? There's no justice in that. What's the sin in giving in? I was only destined to burn in heaven forever if I continued to live the comfortable life of litanies to which the only keys were on my knees. And how many times do I have to hear no before I know this life isn't for me? Let not your disappointment wax long, Mama, as if you did something wrong. Pick the blame up from your feet, put it in the urn with my ashes, turn it into mud with your tears, and place it into God's hands. And maybe he'll make a better me next time. Maybe he'll lessen the talent and add more common sense. Tweak my trust mechanism so it doesn't expel so much. Fix the crack in my head gasket. Replace the shocks in my heart. Drain on my pipe so his spirit as water will flow more freely through me. Download a doubt protector. Install known antivirus and a wireless connection so answers to prayers will come clearer and without interruption. This may take a while, Mama. I'm a complicated anomaly. So maybe this new me will learn from my mistakes. Don't you get it, Mama? I'm not killing myself. I'm just giving God a clean slate. Love. Tavis. Walk with me. And I'll talk with thee. And together we can build. Because I have a right to write myself. Right.